What's brackin', guys? Welcome to episode 14 of my Granada career mode. We're going to get this episode started off with a match against Sevilla. It's definitely a big match for us. We really want to try to move into that top half and, just kind of insert ourselves more into that, away from that relegation zone, because there still is a slight possibility, of course, but Ricky will get the start with Cordoba out up top, and that really no changes. Quaresma is a guy to look out for Sevilla, of course. Tremendous winger, so much ability, and Gamero is a solid striker up top as well. So we'll see here, Neon playing the ball to El Arabi, play the ball to Ricky, wonderful through ball. He's going to take a shot, and somehow the keeper does not get at that. I've noticed, recently, whether it's in my career mode or on played a few online friendlies with one of my friends, and the keepers were just terrible recently. I don't know if there's a patch or anything, but I just noticed they've been fairly poor, a lot worse than usual. See, Gamero is going to force a quality block from Mains. What a deflection from him to push that ball over. He's been so big for us because I thought he was a bit of a liability. You'll see Quaresma taking a tremendous shot that hits the post, luckily for us there. We'll see Carlos waiting for the overlap of Fouquier, who's going to cut back, use his pace to get around the defender. We'll see him. He's going to push down the touchline, and he's going to send a low cross in for El Arabi to direct into goal. Tremendous stuff from Fouquier, who is really growing this season for us and could be, just a top left back in La Liga, in my opinion, if he continues to play well and grow for us. We'll see some good play again. Juan Carlos over the top to Fouquier. He's been so active in this game, overlapping. He's going to play the ball to Rico. He's going to hit off the volley. And again, that's a tough shot, so I don't know about that. I've just seen a few times, where the keepers are parrying it into goal, and it's a little bit frustrating, to be honest. And Beto, I would expect a little bit better for him, but either way, it was a great shot, tremendous stuff. You'll see they would come back and grab a consolation goal is all it would be, really, as we would go with and grab the win in this one. Fouquier definitely was the top player for us, in my opinion. He just was tremendous overlapping on the wing, and we'll see getting into some of our... of course, we sent a guy out to the U.S. I've been, very lenient, sending guys to very, cheap places, essentially. And you'll see we end up grabbing this guy, Chris O'Brien, a winger, even though he's really just on as a forward, it showed. But that'll end the scouting of the U.S. as he is the most prominent player we could find, and probably the one that has the most potential for us so far. So we were able to offer him a contract to join our academy. So we'll see the second match against Valencia. Wasn't really... it was quite an interesting fixture, I have to say. Just the way it went, it was a little bit of AIDS. I would attribute it to that. And we'll see Danny, of course, another good player. They just have a lot of Portuguese players are moving to Spanish League, which does make sense because that is the move a lot of Portuguese players make. And of course, you see some Spaniards in Portugal as well. And we'll see Ricky playing a ball to El Arabi. Just cannot control that. Very good ball. Ricky has been really good, I have to say, stepping in for Cordoba, at least so far, in this game. In the previous matchup, he was tremendous as well. We'll see Juan Carlos coming down the wing. He's going to cut back in and just take a shot. Had a lot more space. Probably could have kept on going and tried to finesse it into the corner. You'll see Juan Carlos right here is going to get taken down. Apparently, that's a red card, as you'll see coming up. And it was a very questionable call, but if that's a red, we'll take it. But you've seen, if you've been watching, this career mode from the start, red cards have been just terrible for us. I believe we've lost one and we tied one in games where we really should have, gotten a lot more. Here you'll see, Negreira doing a good job holding things up. He's going to play the ball out to the Paul. Our backline was in flux right there. Murillo almost got, a foot on that, or his body on that, to deflect it out, but fortunately that did not happen, as Valencia goes up with that red card, and they would go on to win the game. We just could not make anything going. There was no highlights after that, unfortunately, that I could show, because we just really struggled to create any opportunities at all. We've been really stagnant, on the attacking side of the game, unfortunately. So we'll go in this matchup against Espanyol. We'll actually have Cordoba back. We'll bring on Larson for Piti. We just got to find something here, and it's really frustrating, to be honest, because we were in such good form earlier in the season, but we're kind of flattening out now, like a mid-table team would do. So there's some good players we have to look out for against Espanyol. But you'll see El Arabi with the first chance right here. Probably should have crossed in, but that wasn't that far off at all. But still, it probably would have been better to just put it in the box and try to get ahead on that one. We'll see Cordoba playing the ball back to Iturra. He's going to take a shot. Forces a very good save from Casilla, as that was just bouncing everywhere. Could have, bounced over the keeper. And we'll see Larson does a good job pressuring the back line. He's going to take a shot. And another good save from Casilla right there to, see we've had some good chances so far, but Espanyol will come back here, and look at that. That's called a penalty apparently. I just don't see too much in it. I think it's just, the game saw that there's some contact, even though I already won the ball, but I probably pressed B too hard. I don't know what it was exactly, but you'll see on the replay. It really doesn't look like much of a penalty, I have to say. Gets all ball, but, that's just how the game goes sometimes. One of those questionable calls. We'll see. Really probably could have gotten this one too, again, right there. So close to the ball was Roberto, but, the way I kind of moved him around there kind of made it difficult for him to get that one, as you'll see them going up 1-0 in this matchup. Unfortunately, it's some tough run of form, but we're not as talented as a lot of these teams, to be completely honest. As Bravo plays Juan Carlos through right here, he's going to play the ball back to Bravo. He's going to take the shot. Unfortunately, if he would have just controlled that, he has 2 shots at goal and cleared off the line basically both times, and that's just some tremendous defending, to be honest. We'll see the ball played here to Juan Carlos. A great early ball into Larson is going to put a head on that, and Casilla is going to tip it over. Just, so many chances really, but we cannot tie it up, unfortunately, as Espanyol will go on to win that one. And we only have, I think we have 4 games left in the series, or in this episode, I have to say, excuse me. And training injury, Murillo is going to be out for 5 months, so that's going to go even into the next season. So that's going to be tough for us. We're actually going to have to find, a center back for us. And we'll actually see one of the academy guys I signed from Australia, Griffiths, is actually doesn't have a bad starting rating at all. You see 67 center mid. His physical stats aren't the greatest. We'll see how he grows, but you see passing, curve, dribbling, ball control, long shots. He has some nice stats to him, so we'll see how he can grow for us. As he could be a very solid, looks like more of an attacking central mid than anything, but as you can see, but he has weird work rates. We'll see 5'11" Australian center mid, right-footed, low attacking work rate, even though he looks more like an attacking player. Just how the game is sometimes, but hopefully he can turn out to a nice player for us, as he was our first guy signed from our youth academy. And we'll see Getafe, Pedro Leon, Diawara, some guys who can really cause some trouble. And of course, they are still sitting in that 10th spot, actually, so it's a chance for us to move up on them, but it's going to be tough. We just are not in the greatest of form. We had to rest El Arabi because he's just so drained. He was like at medium, like his bar was like medium, I would say, and you'll see some great play again here. Pedro Leon going to force a save from Roberto right there. And as I was saying, we couldn't play El Arabi, and that's going to make it even harder for us as well. We'll see the ball bounces around here, and unfortunately, that is a penalty again, as you see the referee pointing to the spot. And Babin, who had to step in for Murillo, and may be playing next year for him as well. We'll have to see how things go. Gets called for the penalty. Not a great start to one of his few chances he has had this season. So you see the guy just goes flying right there. Pedro Leon is going to step up and take this, and maybe again another one where I probably shouldn't have moved around too much, because I looked like he could have had a chance at stopping that. But Pedro Leon is going to score that one. Unfortunately, Getafe is going to go up very early right there. Iturra is going to play the ball through here to Piti, and we'll see. This should have been a penalty too. What is this? Goes for the shot. He gets basically obstructed from taking the shot whatsoever. That looked like a penalty to me, at least. We'll see. Roberto does a bad job. He deflects that right into the path of Pedro Leon, and they're going to go up 2-0 and actually win this one. We cannot muster anything up after that fact. It seems like we've just had some trouble getting things going attacking wise. We just have 3 more games left in the season, as you'll see coming up. Hopefully you can right the ship, because we have our first match of this which may be the final episode, is against Cordoba. Definitely a match we could be winning. Sociedad is going to be a tough one, but I think we could get a point or 3 points from that one. We'll finish off against Atletico Madrid. So as you can see, we're sitting in 13th place now, unfortunately. Really dropped down quite a bit. Hopefully we can move above Espanyol and Deportivo at least. And with that, guys, I'll be running out the episode now, and I'll catch you guys later.